Welcome everybody. What's up, Nate?
What's up?
Not much. What's happening? Welcome to Finding God, our weekly discussion on the preacher. Just going full spoilers on episode 3 this week. So, another great episode, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not quite the action-packed gunfights of the first two,
No. Yeah.
but still really good. I think
Yeah.
I have to qualify this now as somebody who lived in New Orleans for almost a decade, and I know some people might watch this video that are in that same shoes. There was some issues. There were some New Orleans issues.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know the basic. New Orleans is my favorite city in the United States for sure, and there's a lot of things that are totally awesome about New Orleans. Totally awesome about New Orleans, and kind of some of the unique situations that the crew found themselves in this show are some of the reasons why New Orleans is so awesome. That being said, Bourbon Street is not one of the reasons why New Orleans is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this show kind of kept on mixing shots of them walking down Bourbon Street, and then they'd like duck into a bar, and it was like a cool bar. Like
Mm,
there's no cool bars on Bourbon Street.
true.
There's
Yeah.
frat boy parties happening on Bourbon Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I never lived in New Orleans, but I kind of thought the same thing when they said they were going to New Orleans and then it's straight to Bourbon Street.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
yeah,
Like I felt
that's
like they really nailed New Orleans with the what's Cassidy's friend's house. Like I know that building, and that has a total New Orleans feel to it. And then the fight scene where the singer got kidnapped and he was out fighting the guys in white, like that when he walked out of that neighborhood bar and then down the street where the car accident was and stuff, like that totally nailed New Orleans to me. But just yeah, all the Bourbon Street stuff I could have done without. The other
yeah,
key thing I just got to point out again from New Orleans people is when Tulip was first discovered by running into that friend that was a little old lady. She calls the little old lady like Mrs. Dubois. When a little old lady in New Orleans has respect from you, you call that little old lady Miss and then her first name. So like for me, it was like Miss Thelma, Miss Deborah, Miss. That's how you refer to older ladies that have respect. And Tulip called this lady Mrs. Du Bois right away. That's a sure sign that the writer of the show had not spent serious time in New Orleans, probably just a tourist when he was in New Orleans. So just
yeah,
got to throw that out there.
yeah.
That said, we can
All
move on
right,
to with the rest of the
that's
show.
awesome. All right, but yeah, I thought it started off awesome. Eugene's hell was totally awesome.
Was
Yeah.
that was before the even like opening thing, huh?
Yeah, I think that was where it started. It was him, yeah, him riding down the street on his bike or whatever, and then
So awesome, right?
yeah, that scene was just great. Everything. I mean, the whole. We didn't really know. We had heard that Eugene supposedly killed that girl or whatever, but we didn't really hear the story behind it. The whole thing was awesome. How it he was trying to save her,
Right.
and
Her
then
reasons for the suicide?
yeah, stupidest reasons
Right.
ever, all about a breakup, and then he tries to kiss her, and she's like, "You,"
Right. Right. But
yeah,
that's the reason that she kills herself.
and then he's trying to pick up the brains,
Yes.
and then it just starts repeating.
Yeah,
It says,
it was great because you knew that Eugene was in hell, and how they did hell in season one was probably the best part of season one in my thought. And it was cool. Like I didn't even put those pieces together until as soon as they started repeating the first
yeah,
time they started repeating, I was like, oh duh.
yeah,
And then they didn't beat it into the ground either. Like once they did that, they just went fast with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Great, great stuff.
super great,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it went to them in New Orleans, finding God for the first time. And that was
awesome.
so awesome. Yeah.
That's great.
Coming all three of you.
Yeah,
All the way through. And then they get down to him. It's that fucking dog. He growls at him.
Yeah. Yeah, the way
So-
that the dog growled at him at the end, which
That's
made you kind of
creepy.
think, okay, maybe there's more to this than what it
Yeah.
appears. And the other thing is that Cassidy immediately whips out cash. Was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
He was ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. And then it went to back to preacher walking around looking for
Right, they
looking
split
for
up.
God.
Yep.
And yeah, found eventually found the singer chick after getting in fights at bars and getting
Yes.
wasted. And then she was cool. That his whole scene with her, and she
Yeah.
tricked them to using it in the voice. and-
Correct. Twice she tricked him to use the
Yeah.
voice. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that had me fooled. I thought,
Me too.
yeah, all the way up until they showed her with the people in white, whoever they are.
Right.
Yeah.
She like
Totally
tosses
had
him the
me fooled.
baby like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. So you gotta imagine the Saint killer of Saints is coming after him there now.
Right.
And he's trying not to use the voice because of that, but they didn't mention him, so I
Right.
guess they can't just keep showing him every episode. You just
Totally.
have to, at this point, assume that he's on his trail now that he used the voice there.
Yeah, and you're kind of introducing a new group of villains, so to speak, if you can call anybody a villain in this show.
Yeah.
So I think, towards that, for the rest of the season, those groups might play off each other or whatnot. So, yeah, we'll
Right.
see what happens. But yeah,
Yeah.
another great episode. Can't wait.
Yeah.
I think it's showing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Episode 4, so yeah, I'm fired up
Watch
to
it
watch
later
it.
tonight. So,
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
just one last disclaimer before we end the video. These are going to come out late every week, just because of how our schedule is. Monday night sucks for a show to come out on Monday night. If it came out on Sunday, we could have it out the day after, sort of things. But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if you agree, Corey, but it's so much fun. I just want to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
it anyways, right?
Yeah, even if it's
Even if it's late. All right.
yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Cool. We'll see everybody next week.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Take it easy.